Hello students, I am Aman Vats and I am going to introduce a new topic, that is metal and non-metal. This is a video, a kind of a revision video. In this video, we will be discussing the physical properties and the chemical properties for metals and non-metals. It is a revision video, so we will go quickly through all the topics. So first we will start by defining what are metals and what are non-metals. So metals are those naturally occurring substances or elements that have a tendency to lose electrons. As while studying previous chapters and topics, you already know that an element has atoms inside of it, or it is made up of atoms, and atoms themselves are made up of electron, proton and neutron. While neutron and proton can't be loosed or released from the atom, electrons can be released. So metals are those elements which can lose electron. On the other hand, when we need to define the non-metals, we will go according like this. Non-metals are the naturally occurring elements that have a tendency to gain electron. इसे इस तरीके से समझा जा सकता है कि जब एक मेटल है और यहाँ एक नॉन मेटल है, if this is wanting to lose electrons, इसे इलेक्ट्रॉन लूज करना है तो there must be a recipient. If there is a donor, there has to be a recipient so that the electron can be transferred from this element to this element, and the element that is losing the electron is metal, the element that is gaining the electron, it is the non-metal. Okay, now moving on to the next part, that is the physical properties. As you can see over here, I have written it in short. This is physical, this is properties. Okay, and these are the parameters on which we will compare both the metals and the non-metals. Starting with the first one under physical properties, that is the physical state. Physical state means the state in which the metals or non-metals exist. We know three states: solid, liquid and gas. So in metals, they are generally present in the solid form. The only known exceptions are gallium and mercury. They exist as liquid at the room temperature, and room temperature normally it is 25 degrees Celsius. But when we are talking about the physical state of non-metals, then we have to remember that non-metals exist in all three forms of state. They are in solid, liquid and gaseous form as well. Okay, there are no exceptions. Now we go on to the next topic, that is luster. So luster means shine. Okay, एक टेंडेंसी होती है, एक प्रॉपर्टी होती है कि वो शाइन कर सकता है. सो मेटल्स इन देयर नेटिव स्टेट, इन देयर नेचुरल स्टेट, दे आर लस्ट्रस, दे आर शाइनी. ठीक है, बट ऑन दी अदर हैंड नॉन मेटल्स आर नॉट शाइनी, दे आर नॉट लस्ट्रस, दे आर डल इन अपीयरेंस. उसे देखने पे वो शाइन नहीं करता, वो डल लगेगा, उसका कलर भी डल लगेगा, डाउन लगेगा. ओके, नाउ वी आर गोइंग टू टॉक अबाउट द थर्ड पैरामीटर, दैट इज हार्डनेस. When we see metals, they are generally hard, like iron, copper. These are hard. ठीक है, इसको अगर आप बेंड करना चाहो, कुछ भी करो, तो आपके हाथ से shear strength से आप नहीं कर सकते. But when we are talking about the non-metals, because they exist in liquid as well as in gaseous state along with the solid state, so they are soft. There is an exception for both metals and non-metals in this condition. For hardness, here when we are talking about metals, the exception is sodium and potassium. These are so soft that they can be cut by using knife. घर पे जो चाकू होता है उसके यूज से हम लोग इनको काट सकते हैं. On the other hand, when we are talking about non-metals, there is also an exception. The exception is diamond. Okay, diamond is an exception because it is the hardest known substance that exists on earth. Okay, although it is a non-metal, it is a form of carbon. Another form of carbon we will study later, that is graphite in point 6. Okay, so now moving on to the fourth point, that is malleability. Simultaneously we will also try to understand the fifth point, that is ductility. Malleability को आप ऐसे समझो कि आपने एक आयरन का पीस लिया, ठीक है, any metal. Okay, let's change the example and take aluminium. I am taking the aluminium because you can relate with it later on. So aluminium, it is a metal, and when we take a piece of it and we try to hammer it, it can be converted into a thin sheet of paper. Okay, it can be converted into a sheet of paper. What is different in ductility? Here the same iron piece or the same aluminium piece, it can be converted into wire. Okay, these are the two forms that can be changed or converted. But when we are talking about non-metals, they are neither malleable nor they are ductile. Okay, so what is this malleability and what is this ductility? Malleability is the property of metals to be converted into thin sheets like papers, and ductility is the property of metal to be converted into wires. Okay, उसको हम लोग वायर में बना सकते हैं, ठीक है। उसके पास ज़्यादा लेंथ होगा, उसका ब्रेथ कम होगा, but it will be strong, okay. And as already mentioned, non-metals are neither malleable nor they are ductile. Next point is electrical and thermal conductivity. Okay, so we all know that metals are generally good conductors of heat and electricity. As here the thermal conductivity indicates the conduction of heat. The word thermal is for the conduction of heat, okay. But non-metals are not good conductors of heat and electricity. आप अपने घर में जो वायर्स देखते हो या फिर जो कुकिंग यूटेंसिल्स होता है वो कभी भी नॉन मेटल्स का बनाया हुआ नहीं होता है, ओके। दे आर मेड अप ऑफ मेटल्स, जैसे एल्यूमिनियम हो गया, ब्रास हो गया, कॉपर हो गया, ठीक है। ये सारी चीज़ें आप देखते हो। सो बिकॉज दे आर गुड कंडक्टर्स, वो ईजिली कंडक्ट कर सकते हैं, वो डिस्ट्रीब्यूट कर सकते हैं। एक मेटल का अगर आप जैसे कुकर होता है, जब आप उसको हीट करते हो तो उसका हर पोर्शन होता है वो गर्म हो जाता है। वाई? बिकॉज इट इज़ कंडक्टिंग, इट इज़ ट्रांसफरिंग इलेक्ट्रिसिटी। सपोज दिस इज अ बीकर, ओके, एंड इट इज़ मेड अप ऑफ मेटल। तो अगर आप हीट यहाँ पे प्रोवाइड कर रहे हो, उसके बाद भी क्या होगा कि ये जो टिप है इक्वली गर्म होगा। दोनों का टेम्परेचर आप चेक करना चाहोगे तो वो इक्वल है, क्योंकि हीट इज डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड, ओके। और वो भी ऐसे नहीं कि एक तरफ ज़्यादा एक तरफ कम, equally distributed. This was about heat. And for electricity, you can always see the wires that are spread all around your houses. That they are made up of metal. Generally, you find aluminium and copper wires. But the exception here in non-metals, it is about graphite. As I mentioned a few minutes ago, that another form of carbon will be discussed. That is graphite. Diamond was one form of carbon. Now we have graphite, okay. So this graphite is a form of carbon that is good conductor of heat and electricity and exceptional properties for non-metals. Then we have sonority. Sonority means sound, okay. आप याद कर सकते हो sonorous word, sonority word sound से, ठीक है। स्टार्टिंग सबका सेम है, सब में रिजेम्बलेंस है। आपको याद रखना है कि this sonority means the production of sound. When metals are struck by a stick or any other object, whether it may be a metal or a wooden stick, they produce a ringing sound, ठीक है। आप कॉइन को देख सकते हो, कॉइन को ऐसे नचाओ, वो जब ज़मीन पे घूमेगा ना, इट विल प्रोड्यूस अ रिंगिंग साउंड। आफ्टर दैट यू कैन ऑल्सो चेक योर बेंच डेस्क, ठीक है। उस पर अगर आप किसी चीज़ से मारोगे, इट विल प्रोड्यूस अ रिंगिंग साउंड एंड इट विल प्रोड्यूस अ लाउडर साउंड एज कम्पेयर टू एनी अदर ऑब्जेक्ट दैट इज नॉट मेटल. If you hit a wooden bench and an iron bench, then the iron bench will produce a louder sound, okay. So this is over the property of sonority, and these are the examples for metals, that is iron, sodium, potassium, calcium, copper, gold, zinc. These are the symbols, okay, and there are many more. For non-metals also I will write down the examples, okay. This side I will write the examples of the non-metals. They are hydrogen, helium, neon, okay, oxygen, the air that we breathe, then we have nitrogen and many more, okay. We'll write like etc. because there are many more, okay. Now we will move on to the next topic, that is chemical properties for both metals and non-metals, okay. So now we are discussing the chemical properties of metals and non-metals, okay. Here the M word is for metals, NM is for non-metals. Chemical properties, firstly we are going to discuss how metals and non-metals react with the oxygen, okay. Oxygen आपका हवा में है, गैस है, ठीक है, a composite, it is a component of air. So how do metals react with oxygen? So when metals are reacting with oxygen, they form oxides, and in the bracket I have written basic. This means that the oxides that are being produced, they are basic in nature, okay. Non-metals when react with oxygen, they also produce oxides, but they are acidic in nature. तो ये कैसे डिसाइड करेंगे कि जो ऑक्साइड प्रेजेंट है, जो फॉर्म हुआ, वो एसिडिक है या फिर बेसिक है? फॉर दिस व्हाट वी नीड टू डू इज कि पहले हम लोग इस ऑक्साइड को लेंगे एंड वी विल ऐड वाटर टू इट, ओके. जब वाटर को ऐड करेंगे देन हाइड्रोक्साइड विल बी फॉर्म्ड. हाइड्रोक्साइड यू कैन सी इट इज रिटन ओवर हियर. Hydroxide is formed, and now it is because it is solution, then we can use a indicator. Generally we use red litmus paper or blue litmus paper, okay. तो जब उस solution में हम place करेंगे litmus paper को, so if the solution is acidic, ठीक है, अगर वो acidic है and we place a blue litmus paper, it will change its color to red. If the solution is basic in nature and we add a red litmus paper, it will change its color to red, okay. Red will change to blue in basic condition and blue will change to red under acidic condition. So when this oxide is dissolved in water and is tested with the blue litmus paper, then it will remain blue, okay, because the solution itself is basic. But when we place a red litmus paper, it will turn to blue. As you can see, it is when basic. Okay, I will also write it here. Okay, I am writing it here that if blue litmus paper is placed in a basic solution, it won't change its color, it will remain as blue. And if a red litmus paper is placed in an acidic solution, it will remain as red. Okay, this is acidic and this is basic. Okay, next same thing will be done with the non-metals. They will, when they react with oxygen, they will produce oxides, and this oxide will be dissolved in water to check whether its nature is acidic or basic. When we will place a red litmus paper, it will stay as red because the solution is acidic. So we will have to take a blue litmus paper. Okay, so blue litmus paper will change to red in acidic condition. Okay, next we have a metal and its reaction with water, and non-metals reaction with water as well. So when metals react with water, hydroxides are formed and a hydrogen gas is also formed, which is released. Okay, this arrow here shows that the hydrogen gas being produced is released in the atmosphere, in the environment. Non-metals generally do not react with water. Okay, here it is written that it does not react. Okay, no reaction is done. So we need to understand that metals and non-metals both react with air, okay, oxygen, but only metals react with water and non-metals do not react with water. So there are certain non-metals which are very active, so they can be kept inside water to avoid this reaction with air. Okay, suppose this is the beaker, okay, and this is filled with water. Here we have the air, oxygen is outside, here this is water, and here we place the non-metal. Okay, this is non-metal. So this non-metal, when inside water, this cuts the non-metal contact with air and it won't react. Okay, कुछ non-metals ऐसे होते हैं जो explosive हो सकते हैं. So to prevent that from happening, we place non-metals inside water. One such example of non-metal that is very active, it is phosphorus. Okay, so to avoid the explosion that will happen if it is in contact with air or oxygen, we place phosphorus inside the water. Okay, next we have the reaction of metals with acid, which says that it will produce a salt and hydrogen gas again will be produced, and the arrow indicates that it will be released. Okay, it won't stay in the container, it will get released. Okay, suppose this is a container in which the reaction is occurring, इसके ऊपर कोई lid नहीं है. Okay, so the gas that is formed, that is hydrogen, it will be released in the atmosphere. Next we have non-metals and the reaction with acid. It is very simple for you all that non-metals do not react with acid. ठीक है, इसमें कुछ याद करने का भी नहीं है, कुछ समझने का ज़्यादा नहीं है. It is very easy that non-metals do not react with acid. Okay, so we are discussing about the reaction of metal with a base. Okay, so because this is a bit complex, so I am writing out the example. For metal, we will take the example of zinc, and for base we will take sodium hydroxide, NaOH. Okay, and when this reaction proceeds, the product that we get, it is sodium zincate. Okay, first we'll write sodium, then square bracket and zincate. Okay, OH whole 4, Na2Zn whole 4. Okay, and here you can see that hydrogen gas again is being liberated. Okay, so you'll also add hydrogen. Okay, and another thing to keep in mind is that this reaction occurs in the presence of water. Okay, so for the reactant side you have zinc, sodium hydroxide and water, and on the product side you have sodium zincate and hydrogen gas, which will be released. Okay, and again for the last part, that is non-metals reaction with base, it is a very complex reaction. Okay, and to understand these things we will have to study the reactivity series, which will come in the next portion.